Welcome back to, well, a number of things really. This video is going to showcase a number of features coming from SCUR and also my data packs as well. You may have noticed from the title already that I do have a number of new projects in mind. You may have seen there is Caelesti or Caelesti. I'm not entirely sure how that's supposed to be pronounced. It is Latin after all, so do we even know how you would pronounce it? I feel like we do at this point, but I personally just don't because I'm not caught up or something. You can see we also have the Optipack, which is going to be coming quite soon, and Resurgence of the Void, as well as obviously we'd have seen the logo for SCUR in the thumbnail as well. Now, in today's video, I wanted to talk a little bit about these new projects, what they mean, what they're going to be in the future, and what I plan for them, why they exist, why have they come around, what is the point, what is life? We won't get to that question, unfortunately. That's a bit too big for this video, but still. First of all, we'll start off with Caelesti and Optipack. Caelesti and Optipack are going to be two brand new resource packs that are going to be coming designed for Minecraft 1.14 and higher. They will work for 1.14, however, they're designed to be used alongside the new Jappa textures. The Optipack, first of all, is the more simple one. It's kind of like a it's the more traditional Vanilla Plus pack, and Caelesti is going to be a more original Vanilla Plus pack. So, unfortunately, I must announce that SCUR is dead. There will be no version 4 of SCUR. I'm really sorry. I know a lot of people are on this channel for SCUR right now, but you need not fear. These two new packs, Caelesti and Optipack, are going to be the two new packs that replace SCUR, and they're going to actually be a lot better than SCUR in many ways, in my opinion. Obviously, I started out making SCUR quite a number of years ago now. Originally, it was just supposed to be a few minor things to improve vanilla Minecraft, be it the torch texture or just an occasional sound, or the length that grass comes down the side of a block, things like that. But the more and more I worked on SCUR, it started to get a little bit more blown out of proportion. So what was originally supposed to be a Vanilla Plus pack became more of an original idea, and really it could have just been its own entire thing. This is what Caelesti is going to be. Caelesti is going to be a brand new resource pack, which is Vanilla Plus because it will keep in mind, obviously, the vanilla design, and it will even use some vanilla textures. It's only going to be very small changes in a lot of places, but it's not going to be try and keep the entire mood of vanilla. For example, the first thing that I have in mind for Caelesti is, of course, something like different tools. So now, obviously, the netherite tools have recently been added for Minecraft 1.16. I really love the idea of having varied tool textures. Obviously, the netherite tools all have a different texture on the handle, so like a wrapping around the handle, for example. And this just makes me think, why don't the other tools in Minecraft have this same treatment? So Caelesti would work on things like that, give wooden tools a really basic texture, give golden tools a more vein and a glorious jeweled texture or something similar, and of course diamond tools would look quite good and obviously like large and strong, and the tools would hopefully look a little bit more varied. So obviously all the swords would look very different, the pickaxes, the axes, and so on. That's just the kind of thing that I'll be doing in Caelesti. Optipack is more simple changes. This is kind of the very traditional Vanilla Plus aspect of SCUR. Obviously, some SCUR features are truly Vanilla Plus. They are just very simple features which are designed to improve the state of vanilla Minecraft, and that is what Optipack is now going to be. Obviously, the logo for Optipack does use the same kind of style choices as the original Optifine logo, both in terms of the rectangular and also the square logo as well. But where it would usually be Optifine, I've just simply changed it to Optipack. Now, Optipack is probably a name that already exists. I haven't looked into this, but I am very, very sure that Optipack already exists, and I'm sorry that I'm probably reusing a name there. But regardless of that, this is the new pack which is going to replace SCUR if you prefer the Vanilla Plus features. This is things like more connected textures for things like glass and sandstone and other things as well. The whole point of Optipack is it will try and add as few new textures as possible. However, it will make use of all of Optifine's existing features to add more things like mob variation and block models, item models, that kind of thing. They will all be things that do improve vanilla Minecraft, but in a very vanilla way, and it will try and stay as true to vanilla as possible, again adding a few textures as possible, but usually more focusing on things like entity models, block models, item models, and of course like random textures, custom textures for items based on enchantment, and a number of other things as well. So Optipack will add a lot less textures. It will be more appropriate for if you do want to play with Vanilla Plus, and that'll be just about that. Now on to the fourth? I guess I've kind of mentioned SCUR in this video. So, no, on to the third, and in my opinion, the most exciting project that I'm very, very excited for. We now have Resurgence of the Void. Resurgence of the Void is a new collaboration data pack. Well, I say collaboration, that makes it sound as if I'm going to be collaborating with other designers, but I'm not. Resurgence of the Void is going to be the culmination of all of my existing data packs currently. Some of you may know there are 4 data packs currently in the works. We have SGT, which is Scalaber's gameplay tweaks. We have SMC, which is the mob converter, and we have SBS, which is better sleeping. Now, each of these individual data packs are designed to be used, separately or together. You're supposed to have the option you can use them all at the same time. You can use just one individually. Obviously, SGT has quite a lot of downloads, but SBS has over 500 downloads at this point. SMC and SGT don't even nearly reach that. So I can safely assume that a lot of people have used SBS, or at least downloaded it with the view to use SBS on its own. And that is kind of the whole point of these split data packs. With Resurgence of the Void, all of the contents from each of my existing data packs are going to be combined together, and they will be an entirely new pack. Now, the reason why I mentioned that there were 4 data packs before, as you may remember, is we do also have a new one called Dynamic Ambience. Now, Dynamic Ambience was something that I sort of theorized quite a while ago. I basically discovered that using a number of things like loot tables, advancements, scoreboards, looping tables, things like that, we could actually recreate an entire mod known as Dynamic Surroundings in vanilla Minecraft. All I would need to do is just find a collection of sounds that would be appropriate, set up this very simple functionality for it, and it would make the game 10 times more immersive. Be in a jungle and hear jungle sounds, be in a snowy biome and hear the cold wind brushing over your shoulders, things like that. It would be a really, really cool mod, but the reason why I did not mention it in terms of Resurgence of the Void is that Dynamic Ambience will be separate from Resurgence of the Void. Obviously, Resurgence of the Void would like to focus more so on actual gameplay tweaks, so things like new items, new mobs, new dungeons, new structures, all of these things, whereas Dynamic Ambience is more like a kind of quote-unquote client-side mod, which obviously wouldn't be client-side because it's not client-side, but basically it would be something which is more basic and more simple, designed to be used alongside either Resurgence of the Void perhaps, or maybe even just other things, or even just vanilla Minecraft. Dynamic Ambience does not change gameplay. Resurgence of the Void changes gameplay in drastic ways. Now, obviously, in the past, SCUR and my data packs, SGT, SBS, SMC, they've all kind of been designed to be used alongside each other, but I've tried to add in as many options as possible to ensure that people don't have to use all 4 to get the same experience. So obviously, after a point, we introduced SDR, which is Scalaber's data pack resources, and that was kind of the aim to split all of the data pack specific resources away from SCUR, so that people who were downloading the data packs didn't have to use SCUR, which changed quite a number of features. They could instead download this very light data pack resources, which would only change a very small number of things. Now, Resurgence of the Void is going to be developed and maintained entirely separately to both of my new resource packs, both Caelesti and Optifine. And the reason for that is just so that Resurgence of the Void can be its own unique thing. It will have data pack resources. Obviously, there are going to be a number of different custom textures, entities, blocks, everything else you can think of, and they're all going to be included in their own separate pack, whereas Caelesti and Optipack will be completely separate, focusing on completely different things. Now, Caelesti might actually improve some of the Resurgence resources, but that's yet to be seen right now. I'm not entirely sure how best to do that, because obviously all of the things that get designed for Resurgence of the Void, given that they're not going to be designed alongside any sort of resource pack, will mean that I will be trying to design them to fit vanilla as closely as possible, and things like HD interfaces and HD text and all the custom items and all these nice features that you would expect from SCUR will now be in Caelesti. And of course, if you only want a very few minor options from SCUR, then it'll probably be best to download something like Optipack in the future. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little update on what my plans are for the future. Basically, in terms of videos now for the next few weeks, there will never be another SCUR video. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. SCUR is dead. I'm sorry. It's just dead. It's but Caelesti is basically SCUR v4, so you can just look out for that one in the next few weeks. And Optipack is just going to be something which is more basic and more light, designed for people who don't want to have custom textures and more so just want to have the kind of minor visual improvements that you can get from various Optifine features and things like block models, item models, and that kind of thing. So yeah, there you go. new stuff. It's all exciting. It's all new. It's all happening. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. The next few videos that will be coming out there will be the showcases for the first versions of Caelesti and Optipack. I will be working on the 3 split data packs for a little while longer just yet. I have a few more ideas that I want to implement for SGT, SBS, and SMC. When I feel like all 3 of those data packs are in a finished state, I'm actually planning on doing a Let's Play series. Potentially. That's still very much kind of like a maybe, because I'm not 100% sure on that just yet. But using each of those data packs in their V2 formats in Minecraft 1.15 would be very, very nice. And I'll also be updating the texture packs from SDR, so the Scalaber's data pack resources, to 1.15 as well, even though we are planning to switch to this new Resurgence of the Void format. So yeah, so don't worry about any sort of like video lackage. There's still going to be obviously the resource pack videos, which will be things like Caelesti and Optipack. And if you're looking for data pack stuff, we're still going to be carrying on with SGT, SMC, and SBS for a good while longer just yet. But at some point in the future, the grand future idea is to merge these data packs into one thing so that I can have a little bit more freedom and creativity with certain things. The reason why I decided to do this redesign as well, I feel like I was going to wrap this up 5 minutes ago, but I'm still going. It's usual me, isn't it? The reason why I decided to do this kind of like merging of the data packs into Resurgence of the Void is because I've started to come up with a number of ideas recently which would be reliant on having more than one of the data packs installed. And as much as I really like the idea of, an Easter egg type feature where it only really works if you have a different pack installed, it's not the easiest thing to set up. You could very easily make sure. You could check to see which data packs are installed and then kind of enable or disable the features based on that, but it's a little bit messy, and it would also mean that there are gaps in certain features, or I would just have to do a lot more work to make sure that things work across data pack, basically. It's just a lot of effort, and I don't want to have those creative limitations that stop me from working on new ideas, just because I'm kind of concerned about people not being able to use the data packs independently, as was the original idea. So in the future, at some point, we will have taken what is currently about 5 different projects into 4, and it will go from 1 resource pack and 4 data packs to 2 resource packs and 2 data packs. And obviously Resurgence of the Void and Dynamic Ambience will make use of a number of assets, so I guess you can kind of consider that to be an additional resource pack. But yeah, so the lineup for the future will be Caelesti, Optipack, Resurgence of the Void, and Dynamic Ambience. So say goodbye to SCUR, guys. SCUR is dead. I'm so sorry. I promise I'm going to try and start working on the tutorial series at some point soon, but I'm lazy. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully I'll see you in a video sometime soon, and take care, and bye-bye.